Hi everyone, my name is Janice. I'm so glad you're back on my channel. 1 egg, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 1/2 teaspoon ground black pepper. Now, we're going to whisk this egg mixture until it's light and frothy, ensuring an even distribution of those wonderful seasonings. Today we're cooking a very delicious dish. Watch this video until the end. I'm sure you'll love the result. 1 pound of ground beef. Add the egg mixture. 3 cloves of garlic. Grate on a fine grater. What do you think of my tiny grater? Isn't it adorable? Friends, let's get to know each other a little better. Even if you've commented before, tell me where you're watching, from what country, state, or city. I absolutely love looking up photos of your hometowns. It's so inspiring. It feels like I'm traveling and discovering all the beautiful places where you live. Add the garlic to the ground beef. 1 white onion. Grate on a coarse grater. Onion is a culinary workhorse, adding sweetness and depth to countless dishes. It's full of beneficial compounds like flavonoids and antioxidants, supporting overall health. Did you know that onions were so valued in ancient Egypt, they were used as currency? They've been cultivated for millennia, proving their timeless appeal. Add the onion to the ground beef. A bunch of parsley. Fresh parsley is more than just a garnish. It's bursting with flavor and nutrients. This vibrant herb is rich in vitamins K, C, and A, and it's a great source of iron. Historically, parsley was used by ancient Romans to banish bad breath after lavish feasts. It adds a refreshing, slightly peppery note that brightens and balances richer flavors. Mincing it ensures its essence is beautifully released and integrated into our meat mixture. Add the parsley to our bowl with the meat. 1/2 teaspoon of dried oregano. 2 teaspoons of breadcrumbs. These spices will deepen the flavor of our meat, infusing it with warmth and a vibrant golden hue. Now it's time to get our hands in there and mix everything thoroughly. We want to ensure that all the spices, herbs, onion, and garlic are perfectly incorporated into the meat. This hands-on approach guarantees a homogeneous mixture, allowing the flavors to meld beautifully. Let's bring over our frying pan and place it on a medium-high heat. 2 tablespoons of olive oil. 1 white onion. Chop finely. Onions are an ancient staple, revered for both their flavor and health benefits. They contain sulfur compounds that give them their pungent taste and are linked to reducing cholesterol levels. In the Middle Ages, onions were considered so valuable they were used as gifts and even rent payments. They truly form the flavorful foundation of countless savory dishes around the world. Add the onion to our hot pan. Mix well. Sautéing onions is one of my favorite kitchen activities. It's where magic happens, as simple ingredients transform into aromatic, tender delights. Their pungent notes give way to a delicate sweetness as their natural sugars caramelize. .5 ounce sun-dried tomatoes. Slice the sun-dried tomatoes into small strips, then finely chop them. Sun-dried tomatoes are intensely flavorful, retaining the concentrated sweetness of ripe tomatoes. They are packed with antioxidants, especially lycopene, which becomes more bioavailable when cooked. Originating in Italy, where tomatoes were sun-dried to preserve them through the winter, they add a rich, umami depth and a chewy texture to any dish. Add the chopped sun-dried tomatoes to the pan with the onions. Stir it well, blending the rich, sweet tomatoes with the softened onions. Cooking the sun-dried tomatoes with the onions allows their deep, savory notes to infuse the base. 8-ounce mushrooms. Chop finely. Mushrooms are a fantastic source of plant-based protein and rich in B vitamins. They have been used in traditional medicine for centuries, prized for their immune-boosting properties. A little-known fact: some mushrooms can produce their own vitamin D when exposed to sunlight. Their earthy flavor and meaty texture make them incredibly versatile in the kitchen. We want consistent small pieces for even cooking and to blend well into our filling. Add the diced mushrooms to the pan with the onions and sun-dried tomatoes. Stir it gently with your spatula, ensuring each piece begins to cook evenly, releasing its precious juices. This initial searing is key to developing a wonderful crust and locking in all the deliciousness. It's a dance between the heat and the ingredients, transforming raw mushrooms into something golden and inviting. 3.5-ounce spinach. Chop finely. Spinach is a powerhouse of nutrition, packed with vitamins K, A, and C, and essential minerals like iron. This leafy green has been cultivated for over 2,000 years, believed to have originated in Persia, and was introduced to China in the 7th century. It's also known for its subtle, slightly earthy flavor, which wilts beautifully, adding a burst of freshness and color. Add the chopped spinach to the pan. Stir it through the hot mixture. Watch as the vibrant green leaves quickly soften and integrate, adding a fresh burst of color and nutrition to our hearty base. The tender spinach will cook down beautifully, infusing its delicate flavor throughout the dish. This brings a lovely balance to the richer flavors of the mushrooms and tomatoes. 4 to 5 potatoes. We'll slice them into thick rounds, then into chunky cubes. Potatoes are more than just a versatile side dish. They are a rich source of vitamin C, B6, and potassium. These humble tubers originated in the Andes Mountains of South America over 10,000 years ago. They were introduced to Europe in the 16th century and slowly became a dietary staple across the globe. Today, potatoes are the world's 4th largest food crop. Now, let's add our chopped potatoes to a large pot. We'll cover them with fresh water, just enough to submerge them completely. And now, we're adding 1/2 teaspoon of salt and 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper to our flavorful vegetable filling. Stir everything thoroughly to ensure the spices are evenly distributed, perfuming our rich sauce. The fragrant pepper adds a lovely warmth, while the salt balances all the wonderful flavors. It's all about building layers of flavor, creating a truly memorable culinary experience. Let's prepare a piece of parchment paper on our cutting board. Take a generous portion of our seasoned meat mixture and spread it evenly onto the parchment paper. Using a fork, gently press and shape the meat into a flat, rectangular base. This ensures a consistent thickness, perfect for rolling our delicious meatloaf. We want a nice, even layer to hold all our wonderful filling. Keep pressing and shaping, making sure the edges are neat and firm. Now, spoon a generous amount of our vibrant vegetable filling right down the center of the meat. Distribute it evenly, creating a colorful and aromatic core for our meatloaf. 3.5-ounce mozzarella cheese. Grate on a fine grater. Mozzarella cheese is incredibly popular for its meltability and mild, milky flavor. Originating in Italy, traditionally from water buffalo milk, its name comes from the Italian mozzare, meaning to cut off, referring to its hand-forming process. It's a fantastic source of calcium and protein, and its stretchiness adds a delightful texture to baked dishes. Now, sprinkle a generous amount of our freshly grated mozzarella cheese over the vegetable filling. This cheesy layer will melt into a luscious surprise within our meatloaf. Using the parchment paper, carefully begin to roll the meat mixture from one side. Gently press and tuck as you roll, ensuring the filling is completely enclosed. Continue rolling, shaping it into a firm, even log. Seal the ends tightly, ensuring all those delicious flavors are locked inside. Take your time to really compact it, creating a beautiful, uniform shape. Now, let's repeat the process, friends, for more delicious meatloaves. Spread another portion of the seasoned ground beef onto the parchment paper. Flatten it gently with a fork, creating an even layer. Friends, today I just want to say thank you to each and every one of you. I read all your comments, your stories about family, about cooking, about home. And I feel it, we're not just a channel and viewers, we're a warm, wonderful community. Thank you for being here, for trusting me, and for sharing your lives with me. Sending you a big hug. Spoon a generous amount of our flavorful vegetable filling down the middle. And, of course, top it with a good sprinkle of grated mozzarella cheese. Now, for the magic, we'll carefully roll the meat mixture, creating another perfect log. Gently press and shape, ensuring the filling is neatly tucked in. Continue rolling and shaping the meatloaf until it's firm and uniform. Now, let's gently mold and shape these beautiful meatloaves. We're ensuring they are all uniform and ready for baking. Perfectly shaped and ready. We'll place these masterpieces onto a large glass baking dish. Arrange them neatly, side by side, making sure they have enough space. Our potatoes are perfectly boiled and tender. Transfer the cooked potatoes to a large bowl, ready for mashing. Now, let's mash these potatoes until they are wonderfully smooth and creamy. We're using a potato masher to achieve that perfect, fluffy consistency. Keep mashing until all the lumps are gone and it's a dreamy, uniform texture. Add 2 tablespoons of butter. Now, continue mashing, incorporating that lovely butter for extra richness. The butter adds a silky texture and a wonderful flavor to our mashed potatoes. Keep going until it's all beautifully smooth. One cup milk. Pour in the warm milk, adding creaminess and making them irresistibly soft. Now, mix it in with your masher, ensuring the milk is fully incorporated. We're creating a truly luxurious, smooth mashed potato that will complement our meatloaf perfectly. .5-ounce Parmesan cheese. Grate on a fine grater. Friends, do you know where Parmesan comes from? Italy, the Parma region. This cheese is over 800 years old. It's still made by hand today, following an age-old recipe, and it ages anywhere from 12 to 36 months. Here's a fun fact. A single wheel of Parmesan weighs about 88 pounds, almost as much as a whole person. Now, add a generous amount of our freshly grated cheese to the mashed potatoes. With a spatula, gently fold the cheese into the potatoes, ensuring it's evenly distributed. This will create pockets of cheesy goodness throughout our creamy potatoes. Mix until the cheese is just beginning to melt into the warm potatoes. 3 tablespoons soy sauce. 1 teaspoon of mustard. 1 teaspoon of barbecue sauce. A little coriander. This Asian-inspired glaze will add a beautiful, savory, sweet finish to our meatloaves. Stir everything together until well combined. This simple glaze is bursting with umami and will create a fantastic crust. Our meatloaves are now baked to a beautiful golden brown. Let's carefully unwrap them from their parchment paper. The paper helps them keep their shape and ensures even cooking, resulting in a perfect cylinder of flavor. Carefully peel back the paper. Friends, I have a question for you today. How do you feel about the music and its volume in my recent videos? Some of you mentioned before that it was too loud. I've tried to fix that. How does it feel now? Comfortable to watch? And I also want to explain why I show every step of the process in such detail. It's mainly for those of you who are just starting out in the kitchen, so everything feels clear and nothing feels intimidating. So if something feels a bit slow at times, please bear with me, it's there for the beginners. Now, using a brush, generously coat each meatloaf with our delicious glaze. This glaze will caramelize beautifully in the oven, creating a glossy, irresistible exterior. Ensure every surface is covered for that perfect golden brown finish. A second coat will ensure a deep, rich flavor and a stunning presentation. Back into the oven for a few more minutes until that glaze is bubbly and set. 1 bell pepper. Chop finely. Bell peppers are a fantastic source of vitamins C and A, and they bring a wonderful crunch and sweetness to salads. The orange variety is particularly sweet and vibrant. They actually started out green, ripening to yellow, orange, and eventually red, gaining sweetness along the way. Add the diced bell pepper to a bowl. 8 to 9 cherry tomatoes. Chop finely. Tomatoes are botanically a fruit, despite being culinarily treated as a vegetable. They are a powerhouse of lycopene, a powerful antioxidant that gives them their vibrant red color. Interestingly, cooking tomatoes actually enhances their lycopene content, making it easier for your body to absorb. Add the chopped tomatoes to the bowl. 1 cucumber. Chop finely. Cucumbers are incredibly hydrating, composed of about 95% water, making them perfect for refreshing salads. They originated in India thousands of years ago and are part of the gourd family, alongside melons and squashes. Rich in vitamins K and C, they offer a cool, crisp texture and a subtle, clean flavor. They are truly the epitome of refreshing. Add the cucumber to the bowl. A bunch of parsley. Chop finely. Fresh parsley isn't just a dash of green, it's a burst of freshness and healthy benefits. This herbaceous delight is a rich source of powerful antioxidants and vitamins. Historically, it was used not just in cooking, but also in garlands for celebratory occasions. Its slightly peppery, clean flavor is excellent for cutting through richer tastes and livening up any dish. Add the parsley to the bowl with our vegetables. 1 red onion. Cut into half rings. Red onions are packed with anthocyanins, the powerful pigments that give them their rich purple color and help reduce the risk of chronic inflammation. Fun fact, in ancient Greece, athletes consumed large amounts of onions and rubbed them on their bodies to stimulate muscle blood flow before games. Add the sliced red onion to the bowl. 1/2 teaspoon salt. 2 tablespoons olive oil. Now, gently toss the salad with your spoons, ensuring every ingredient is beautifully coated in the dressing. This creates a harmonious blend of flavors and textures, a truly refreshing side dish. Our meatloaves are now beautifully baked, perfectly glazed, and fresh from the oven. Let's serve up this magnificent meal. Place a succulent meatloaf on a plate. Add a generous spoonful of our creamy, cheesy mashed potatoes. And, of course, a vibrant scoop of our fresh, colorful salad. Let's cut into this savory masterpiece. Look at that perfect cross-section, revealing the tender meat, the flavorful vegetable filling, and that gooey melted cheese. Friends, thank you so much for watching till the end. If you liked the video, give it a like. That's the best reward for my work. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss new videos. Enjoy your meal. See you in the next videos and take care.